Sabrina Carpenter is under fire right now for a few things, and one of them is apparent ableist language in her new song Manchild. These are the lyrics. She says, stupid, or is it slow? Maybe it's useless. And these words are indeed rooted in ableism. The way a lot of words were formed was based around people's perceived usefulness to society, and since disabled people have been regarded as less useful, these words were originally intended to be used towards the disability community. However, language evolves. Most of the time when people say the word stupid, the context has nothing to do with a disabled person. I don't think that means that we should forget the history of these words or choose to not acknowledge that history, though. Out of these three words, I would argue that the word slow is the most closely related to disability because of how it's traditionally used. I personally don't use that term, but I do think it's important that we recognize how language evolves. On the other hand, not all language has evolved, like the R word, for example. The R word is a slur and has increased in its use lately. So if we're going to be calling out ableist language, the R word is the most important term to be calling out right now, in my opinion, because it's the most harmful and the most commonly used now. At the end of the day, I don't feel like it's my job or position to try to control people using the words stupid, slow, or useless, but we should be absolutely calling out people using slurs both in person and online.